Bro, just join the course, man. I kid you not, man. This is like, I cannot make this up. Hands down, I will probably take my college degree back in order to take this course. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I learned about that when I was in college, but it's crazy that I paid y'all less than I did my university to still learn the same thing, you know? Like you're basically taking college level music production / industry courses in this one class. And I have my degree right there. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get better, take the class. Like, it's just that simple. It's like night and day when I go back like 3 months ago. And actually, you know, what's funny about that, it's 30 times better. And I want to say like 50 times quicker. I think I sold 4 or 5 beats in week 3 alone. I thought EQing was just like a godsend, like something like ultra forbidden that you just had to have like a master's, you know, to get.
And how is it now? EQing for you?
It takes me 2 seconds to do it. It's the easiest thing in the world. It's not even hard.
Today we are with Tijan. He just finished the program and he's going to share with us his experience and his progress and his results that he's gotten so far. So Tijan, give us a little backstory on your musical background and where you were when we got started.
So I've been doing music for, I want to say possibly like 10 plus years. I started when I was little though. Currently 27 years old. I graduated from Chico State University with a degree with music industry. And I think I really started to get into making music like in the production side when I started making like background music for YouTubers. And then I think I asked the question and then you hit me up and I was like, yo, I'm ready to take myself to the next level. So yeah, I think that's how this whole thing started. And I would say like after week 2 of the program, I saw like a big difference in the quality of my work. And so like from there, I would say like I'm at least like 30 times better by the end of the process, to be honest. It's like night and day when I go back like 3 months ago. If I go back 3 months ago and I listen to like even like one beat or song that I've made, even though like the creativity is there, like the quality isn't the same. It's like totally different.
30 times better.
No, literally like 30 times better. And actually, you know, what's funny about that, it's 30 times better. And I want to say like 50 times quicker.
30 by 50. There you go.
That's nice.
It's probably the best
I make
heard.
songs in like 10 minutes now. It's like ridiculous.
Yes, you make many beats every week, right? Almost.
I do it every day at this point.
So you've definitely seen progress, but I want to dive a little bit deeper into what results have you got. So can you talk about that?
Results wise, I would say like based off of like listeners or maybe friends or peers or other people that I've shown my music, they've noticed like a clear difference.
So what was production like before you started?
A mystery. It felt okay. I still feel like it's still a mystery, but it's like I feel like now this is more like you're building a skill, right? Like if I were to go and do, you know, like cybersecurity, I would go take a class, right? And then get the skills. And then I would have the skills in order to do the job. That's kind of like how this feels now. Except like there's still some things I'm confused about, still some things that I'm learning about, but I'm not lost. Before I felt like I was just lost. Like I was just kind of like doing whatever, if that makes sense. You know, it's like swimming in an ocean, trying to find out where to go.
Now you have a certain method of doing things without being, right? That's,
yeah.
So you said week 2 is when you saw the big leap, but what's your biggest takeaways in the last 8 weeks?
It's going to sound weird, but just do it and stop caring. And I think Ari told me I need to, like, I think this is personal. I don't think this is for everybody, but I think Ari was telling me, like, actually during week 2 that I have to own that, like, I'm a good musician, because I'll just be like, oh yeah, I'm all right. And Ari is always telling me like, no, you're great, bro. So I have to like own up to that.
Mhm.
So I would say that's like my greatest takeaway. Just chill out, stop caring so much. When I mean stop caring, it's more like stop overthinking it and just like whatever you make is what you make and go with that.
Did you notice a difference when you started thinking like that? Like what happened?
It was more like, okay, for me personally, I think I'm good at asking a lot of questions. So because I was asking questions, getting reassurance, and then like I guess completely submitting to the methods that you guys bring, both of you guys bring, it like reinsured what I was being taught. So it's not like, I had a big old epiphany, week 3 and was just like, you know what? It was more, it's a very subtle change, something that I didn't really even notice that I just like gradually matured into.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just so happened to be like on Discord with some friends or people. And I was just going back before I started because I was just listening to tracks. I was just showing them, new tracks and stuff. And I just so happened to be going back to older songs. And I was just like, okay, I see the clear difference here.
Mm-hmm.
When you say clear difference, is it in the mixing part, the production part, mastering? What is it like? Can you elaborate a little bit?
It's literally everything. It's all the way down to like the quality. So my biggest thing, I think, when I started, I told Ari I wanted my quality of sound to be better. That's 10 times better or 20 times better immediately, just from having high quality sounds and having access to Splice, Arcade, cymatics packs, even using Serum and just little stuff, Sublabs, all of these tools, right? Immediately boost my quality of sound. And then I think paying attention and having fun and paying attention to the little details helped me a lot too. And I would say my arrangement is really, really good now versus before.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like sometimes I would hit the mark, on making something sound like a song. But most of the time when I'm listening to the old songs, I find myself like reworking them. I don't really want to change the sounds. Like I want to keep the creativity how it was in that era that I was feeling, that beat. But I arrange it in a way to where it doesn't sound like a loop. And I think that was something I was struggling with too. I made a lot of 3-minute loops.
8-bar syndrome. That's what we call it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
You had a lot of those. I remember. You have
Yes.
tons of those.
Yes.
Were you able to transform them into songs now?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I will say, since after the class, I haven't sold because I think I just graduated like a week ago. But
you did sell in between, right? You got
yeah,
a
I
couple
was
of
gonna
beats.
say, yeah, I sold in between while I was like, because it was actually during week 3 where I was selling. I think I sold 4 or 5 beats in week 3 alone. So it was like during the process. I don't know why, but maybe it was because like word of mouth, like showing people in the Discord, and they're just like, "Hey, yo, make me some beats." You know what I'm saying? So made a good little bit of money off of that.
Amazing.
Good.
Return of investment.
Right,
Right.
exactly.
Right since the first 3 weeks. So, okay. So someone in a similar situation as you, where before you joined the mentorship, what would you tell him or her?
Oh, don't give up. It's literally a process. This whole music thing is literally a process. You have to make it. Everything is like you kind of have to like find your niche, right? And don't give up on finding your niche. Just keep at it, and just think of all of this as like make everything as simple as possible. Because really, it really is easy. Like once you like stop overcomplicating it. Like before I even started, a lot of my beats I didn't even have a compressor or EQ on them. I thought EQing was just like a godsend, like something like ultra forbidden that you just had to have like a master's, to get.
And how is it now? EQing for you?
It takes me 2 seconds to do it. It's the easiest thing in the world. It's not even hard. Like especially like when you know the numbers too. Because I like rewatch the weeks if I ever do forget the material. Like, and I'll just be like, oh, okay, that's the rule. Okay. And then I just go through, I listen to it, and I'm just like, oh, I got you. I know what to do. And another part of it was that quality of sound thing where like, because my sounds and sound kits were subpar or like maybe even below average, I couldn't get that professional sound, or I couldn't get that high quality sound. And so every time I put on an EQ, it just felt like my song was in the box, or everything just sounded like super duper boxy or muddy because I didn't know what I was doing. And then overthinking it, like, you know what, I need to learn how to do this, that, get this plugin, fell down the plugin route. That's why I have so many plugins, trying to make up for what I lacked.
So you're using a lot of plugins before, and then you could never get a clear mix. Everything sounded muddy.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to know, during the mentorship, how was it different? Like, what is your approach? How have we been able to help you in a way that you can change your mindset to not use a lot of plugins and still have clear sound?
It's funny. During week 2, I believe, I was working with Ari a lot because I think I met Yugi in week 3. It was like week 3 or 4.
Yeah, week 3 or 4.
Yeah. So week 2, Ari literally made me only use sounds from Arcade. And because I was only using sounds from Arcade, it forced me to go find things. And like, I realized how much fun it is to just go find different sounds, because I think I was a little obsessive with like making my own sounds, which is fine. I still like doing it. But what you and Ari taught me definitely would be like, bro, if it's just a good sound, just use it. If I can go on Splice and it's exactly what I want, just throw it in there. Like, why would I waste 30 minutes making this sound just because I made it myself when I can just use Arcade, or use Splice?
Well, you got to differentiate. Do you want to be a music producer, as I keep saying, or you want to be a sound designer? Those are two separate things.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that. Yeah.
Yeah. 98% of producers make that mistake. Not mistake, but you have to create music on a fast basis, right? You need to come up with tracks. For you, especially, who makes beats, a couple every day.
Right.
And that's what you're able to do now, which is good. Yeah. You did a lot of vocals as well, you're saying?
Yeah. I think that was probably my hardest week, actually, for me personally, because I took
vocals
it very
week. I remember.
Yeah. I took it very seriously because I'm kind of like in between, like finding my styles. And again, I think all of it is like a web. It all connects, the not caring so much. Like I have to, it's like the middle of the web is not caring, like, and then everything else spreads from there. Once you just don't care and stop overthinking, you can just like connect the dots on everything else. And I just have to remember that rule, like go in there, have fun, and experiment. It's really just experimentation, like I was asking you and Ari, well, how do I make my vocals sound like this versus when I'm on a indie pop song, or versus when I'm doing rap, because I feel like my vocals are inconsistent, but there's a way to make it consistent, sound good, and it just be my style, and that's why I said in the beginning, I think I was a little obsessive of like having my own style instead of just being like, you know what, I'm just going to use it because it sounds cool.
So you have a set vocal template now, right?
Yeah, for the most part. I'm still
tracks.
Experimenting. Yeah. Like if I do like some psychedelic rock, I know what plugins to put on there. It's not even not a thing. Just put them on there and sing. Easy.
Okay.
Was there anything else you guys want to share?
I can answer.
So what's the one takeaway? One last thing that you'd say to someone who wants to join our course but is on the fence?
Bro, just join the course, man. I kid you not, man. This is like, I cannot make this up. Hands down, I will probably take my college degree back in order to take this course. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Because look, even though I have even the stuff that you guys are teaching about like sync licensing and all that stuff, I learned about that when I was in college. But it's crazy that I paid y'all less than I did my university to still learn the same thing, Like you're basically taking college level music industry, music production / industry courses in this one class. And I have my degree right there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still in the class. Like, take the class. If you want to get better, take the class. Like, it's just that simple. Like this, the class is literally just a tool and an asset for you to use. You don't have to use it, but I would say RN Geet helped me.
Well, there you got, there you guys have it. So if this inspires you, if you want similar results, if you want to level up, all you have to do is click the link in the description and we can see if it's a good fit for you. You can also reach out to us on social media. We'll answer you personally as well. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and until next time.